Greetings, seekers of ancient wisdom and forgotten truths. Welcome back to our sanctuary of stories, where the veil between worlds thins and the echoes of tradition guide us through the labyrinth of time. Today, October 5th, we stand at a peculiar crossroads, a day where divine compassion intertwines with earthly omens, where the whisper of mercy can either bless your path or reveal the bitter consequences of neglect. It's a day to listen, to observe, and to understand the unseen forces at play. Known to some as the feast of Saint Faustinas Kowalska, and to others simply as a pivotal point in the autumn calendar, this day holds a unique energy. As the vibrant colours of summer recede, and the crisp chill of approaching winter begins to bite, our ancestors look to the skies and the earth for guidance, crafting rituals and beliefs to navigate this transition. It's a day deeply connected to nature's cycles, the gathering of the last harvests, the storing of provisions, and a deep introspection as the nights grow longer. But beneath this practical surface lies a profound spiritual layer, a tapestry woven with threads of faith, prophecy, and heartfelt pleas. At the heart of October 5th, for many lies the veneration of Saint Faustinas Kowalska, a Polish nun whose visions profoundly shaped modern Catholic devotion. She is known as the Apostle of Divine Mercy, and it's through her revelations that the world received the powerful message of God's boundless compassion. On this day, adherents pray fervently for mercy, not just for themselves, but for the entire world. They seek forgiveness, solace in times of suffering, and strength to endure hardships. Many believe that on this specific day, pleas for healing, for peace in families, and for the grace to forgive are heard with particular intensity. Yet before the saints walked this earth, earlier peoples felt the changing seasons in their very bones. Echoes of pagan reverence for the departing sun and the bounty of the harvest still resonate. This time of year was sacred to spirits of the fields, to ancestral guardians, and to the mysterious forces that govern life and death, growth and decay. The act of gathering and storing wasn't just practical, it was a ritualistic act of preparing for the dark half of the year, ensuring survival and inviting prosperity from the unseen realms. Imagine a quiet Polish village at the turn of the 20th century. Born Helena Kowalska in 1905 to a poor but pious family, she was one of 10 children. From a tender age, she felt an unmistakable call to religious life, a whisper from the divine that grew louder with each passing year. Despite her family's initial resistance and her own humble background, Helena persevered, eventually entering the congregation of the Sisters of Our Lady of Mercy in Warsaw at the age of 20, taking the name Sister Maria Faustina. It was within the walls of the convent that her extraordinary journey truly began. She experienced profound mystical visions, the most significant being her encounters with Jesus Christ himself. In these visions, Christ revealed to her the message of divine mercy, a message meant for all humanity. He asked her to paint an image, according to the pattern she saw, with 2 rays, one red, one pale, emanating from his heart, symbolizing blood and water. He also dictated the chaplet of divine mercy, a powerful prayer, and requested the establishment of a feast of divine mercy to be celebrated the Sunday after Easter. Her life was not without immense suffering. She bore invisible stigmata, endured profound spiritual trials, and often faced skepticism and misunderstanding from her superiors and fellow sisters. Yet, through it all, she remained steadfast, meticulously recording her experiences and revelations in her diary, which later became known as Divine Mercy in My Soul. This diary is not merely a chronicle, it is a profound spiritual testament, a blueprint for drawing closer to God's infinite love. Sister Faustina's mission was to remind the world of God's boundless mercy, especially for sinners, and to prepare humanity for Christ's second coming. She emphasized that the greater the sinner, the greater their right to God's mercy. Her visions were not just for her, they were a gift to the world, a call to trust, to repent, and to embrace the divine love that awaits all who seek it. She died of tuberculosis on October 5th, 1938, at the young age of 33, leaving behind a legacy that would ignite a global spiritual movement Her canonization by Pope John Paul II in 2000 confirmed her as one of the great mystics of the 20th century, a beacon of hope and compassion whose message resonates profoundly to this very day, especially on her feast day. On October 5th, the world around us speaks in subtle signs, revealing glimpses of the future for those attuned to its language. Folk omens. 1. If geese fly high on this day, expect a cold and harsh winter. The higher they soar, the more severe the impending frost, a warning to prepare early. 2. A clear starry night on October 5th foretells a good harvest for the coming year, particularly for berries and root vegetables. The clarity of the heavens reflects abundance to come. 3. If the leaves on oak and birch trees haven't fully fallen, the winter will be long and arduous. The tenacity of the leaves mirrors the stubbornness of the cold. 4. Strong winds on this day indicate a snowy winter. The blustery air carries the promise of heavy snowfalls. 5. Early morning fog that dissipates quickly suggests a fair and mild autumn to follow, a gentle transition rather than an abrupt plunge into winter. 6. If you hear the distant cry of cranes, expect an early first frost. Their migration call is a harbinger of winter's vanguard. 7. Rain on this day promises a wet spring. The heavens open now to foretell the drenching rains of renewal. Now for the more personal omens, those whispers that touch our daily lives and our wallets. 1. Finding a lost coin on October 5th is a sign of unexpected financial gain, but only if you donate it to charity. Keeping it for yourself negates the blessing, as generosity amplifies good fortune. 2. If you accidentally spill salt, expect a minor domestic argument, but quickly throw a pinch of it over your left shoulder to avert the quarrel. The salt, a symbol of discord, remedied by a protective gesture. 3. A spider weaving a web near your door signifies an important visitor bringing good news. The intricate work of the spider is a sign of future connections. 4. If your houseplant blossoms unexpectedly, it indicates an impending joyous event or positive news within your family. Nature reflects your inner world, signalling growth. 5. Losing an item of clothing means a change in social status or an unexpected journey is on the horizon. The shedding of the old to make way for the new. Dreams in this night. Dreams on October 5th are believed to carry significant weight, acting as conduits to our subconscious fears, desires, and even future events. They are not random images, but veiled messages from the deeper self. Water. Clear, flowing water signifies emotional cleansing and prosperity. Murky or stagnant water warns of emotional turmoil or hidden obstacles. Animals. Wild animals may symbolize untamed instincts or challenges. Domestic animals often represent loyalty or aspects of your personality. A white bird suggests peace. A black cat, intuition. Trees, forests. A vibrant leafy tree denotes growth and health. Bare or decaying trees might indicate loss or a need for renewal. A dense forest can symbolize confusion. Houses, rooms. The house often represents yourself. An organized room speaks of control. A cluttered one suggests inner chaos. Finding a new room might mean new opportunities. Flying. To dream of flying often signifies freedom and overcoming obstacles. The ease or difficulty reflects your confidence. Falling. This can indicate a fear of losing control, insecurity, or feeling overwhelmed. It's a call to re-evaluate your foundations. Loved ones. Dreams of deceased loved ones often bring comfort or messages from beyond. Pay attention to their words or actions. Gold, darker silver. Precious metals usually point to hidden talents or material gain. Context is key. Finding it suggests opportunity, losing it, a missed chance. Born on this day. Those born on October 5th are truly children of both autumn's depth and divine compassion. They possess a unique blend of practicality and profound intuition, often gifted with an uncanny ability to understand emotional currents. Their character is marked by a deep sense of justice and an innate desire to help others, reflecting the day's theme of mercy. They are often observers, preferring to analyse and reflect before acting, granting them wisdom beyond their years. However, their sensitivity can sometimes lead to introspection that borders on melancholy. They are incredibly loyal friends and partners, valuing deep connections. Destiny often calls them to roles where they can make a tangible difference, such as social work, counselling, or creative expression. Their path is one of seeking balance between their inner spiritual world and the material plane. They must learn to harness their empathic abilities without becoming overwhelmed. Their journey is about trusting their inner voice and expressing compassion actively. Name days. On this day, we also celebrate the name days of several individuals. In the Catholic tradition, names like Bruno, meaning brown, referring to the founder of the Carthusian order, a man of profound contemplation and austerity. Faustina, meaning fortunate, a fitting name for the bearer of Divine Mercy's message. And Placid, meaning calm or peaceful, are honoured. In the Orthodox calendar, names such as Jonah, meaning dove, often associated with peace and prophecy. Focus, meaning seal or sea calf, revered as a protector of sailors and gardeners. And Peter, meaning rock, signifying strength, are commemorated. Let's briefly consider Bruno. Those named Bruno often embody a quiet strength and a contemplative spirit. They are thinkers, strategists, and often possess a deep inner world that they may not always reveal. Much like Saint Bruno, they can be disciplined and dedicated, pursuing goals with unwavering resolve. Their wisdom is hard-won, gathered through careful observation and deep reflection, making them reliable advisors and steadfast companions. To honour the energies of October 5th and to invite its blessings, our ancestors developed specific traditions and rituals. These are not merely superstitions, but practices designed to align us with the natural and spiritual currents of the day. Traditions and rituals. Point 1. The ritual of merciful introspection. Purpose: to seek divine mercy, forgiveness, inner peace, and to extend mercy to others, connecting to Saint Faustina's message. What you'll need: a quiet space, a candle, white or blue, a small bowl of fresh water, paper, and a pen. When and how to perform. Conduct this ritual in the evening, after sunset. Light the candle, place the water beside it. Sit comfortably and focus on your heart. Words or meditation. Hold hands over the water and softly say, "Oh, fount of mercy, flow through me. Cleanse my heart, enlighten my soul. May my transgressions be washed away, and may I extend the same mercy I receive." Write down resentments or apologies needed. What to do after. Carefully burn the paper with the candle flame, dropping ashes into the water. Visualize burdens dissolving. Extinguish the candle. Pour the water onto fertile earth, symbolizing letting go and new growth. 2. The Autumn Abundance Blessing, Harvest Gratitude. Purpose: to express gratitude for the harvest, ensure future abundance, and protect stored provisions. What you'll need: a small basket, at least 3 types of autumn produce, e.g. apple, squash, nuts, a sprig of dried herbs, thyme or rosemary, and a red ribbon. When and how to perform. Perform in the late afternoon. Gather items and place them on a significant surface. Words: hold hands over the basket and say, "Earth's bounty, sun's embrace. Bless these gifts from nature's grace. Protect our stores, keep us well. With thanks we cast this sacred spell. May abundance flow, year after year, banishing hunger, banishing fear." What to do after. Tie the red ribbon around the herb sprig and place it in the basket. Keep it prominently for 3 days, then consume the produce, sharing if possible. Hang dried herbs in your pantry to ward off spoilage and invite blessings. 3. The hearth cleansing and protection ritual. Purpose: to cleanse the home of lingering negative energies and prepare it for winter, inviting warmth, safety, and harmony. What you'll need: sage smudge stick or palo santo, a feather, optional, a bowl of sea salt, and a small bell. When and how to perform: perform in the morning or early afternoon. Open windows slightly. Light sage, palo santo. Walk through each room, wafting smoke into corners and doorways, visualizing purification. Sprinkle a pinch of sea salt in each corner. Close windows. Ring the bell 3 times in your main living space to invite positive energy. What to do after: thank home spirits. Extinguish sage safely. Salt will dissolve or can be swept up after a day. Your home will feel lighter and safer. Culinary traditions of the day. On October 5th, culinary traditions reflect the season's bounty and the need for hearty, comforting sustenance. It's a day for dishes that warm the soul. Root vegetables. Dishes featuring potatoes, carrots, parsnips and turnips are popular, symbolising grounding and drawing energy from the earth. Autumn fruits. Baked apples with cinnamon, apple crisps or pear tarts are common, representing the sweetness of the harvest. Hearty breads. Freshly baked bread, especially whole grain, often with pumpkin or sunflower seeds, is a staple. Breaking bread symbolises communion and sharing blessings. Soups and broths. Rich, warming soups with lentils, beans or good stock are prepared to nourish and protect against chill. Pumpkin or squash soup is particularly fitting. Preserves. Jams, jellies and pickled vegetables, prepared around this time, ensure future sustenance, embodying foresight. Just as there are actions to embrace, there are also strict prohibitions on October 5th, believed to avert misfortune and respect the subtle energies of the day. To ignore these warnings is to invite chaos and negativity into your life. Main prohibitions of the day. 1. Financial prohibitions. Do not borrow or lend money. Giving money away, even as a loan, will lead to continuous outflow of your own financial resources. Taking a loan is thought to bind you to perpetual debt. The day's energies make such transactions irreversibly negative. Do not count money after sunset. Counting money after dark is seen as tempting fate, signalling to unseen forces that your wealth is available to be taken. This can lead to significant financial losses or unforeseen expenses. Darkness amplifies the unseen, and such an act is perceived as disrespectful, inviting interference with your prosperity. 2. Household and domestic prohibitions. Do not undertake deep cleaning or large laundry loads. Aggressively cleansing your home risks sweeping away your luck and washing away your family's protection. Home spirits are sensitive, and such disruptions can lead to discord, illness or misfortune. Small tidying is fine, but leave major tasks for another day. Do not make loud noises, quarrel or argue. The atmosphere is sensitive and charged. Loud noises, arguments or confrontations attract negative energies and invite long-lasting discord into your home and relationships. Such actions can break the peace, leading to protracted feuds. Silence and harmony are valued. Do not throw away food scraps. Wastefulness, especially concerning food, is strongly prohibited. To throw away edible remnants is an insult to harvest spirits and an act of ingratitude. This can lead to future scarcity and poverty. Better to save, compost, or feed to animals, honouring the bounty. Do not leave knives on the table after a meal. Leaving a knife out is believed to invite sharp disagreements and cutting words. The exposed blade symbolises potential conflict and aggression. Put knives away immediately to maintain peace and harmony. 3. Social and personal prohibitions. Do not start new serious ventures or journeys. This day is not auspicious for initiating major projects, signing important contracts, or embarking on long journeys. energies are unpredictable, starting something new is believed to lead to complications or failure. It's a day for contemplation, not bold action. Do not refuse help to those in need. Turning away someone genuinely asking for help is a grave transgression. Given the day's emphasis on mercy, denying aid brings bad karma, inviting similar hardship upon yourself. The universe remembers acts of cruelty, and on this day, consequences are potent. Do not cut hair or nails. Cutting hair or nails is thought to weaken one's vital energy, making them susceptible to illness or spiritual attacks. You are believed to be cutting away part of your essence, leaving you vulnerable and depleted, diminishing your protective aura. Do not speak idly or make empty promises. Careless words and insincere promises are said to have magnified negative repercussions. Truth carries weight, and speaking without sincerity leads to broken trust and damaged reputation. Dishonest words will boomerang back with intensified force. These prohibitions aren't merely warnings. They are ancient guidelines, carefully observed to maintain balance, honour, spiritual currents, and ensure harmonious passage through the shifting seasons. As we step away from the mysteries of October 5th, remember that tradition is not about rigid adherence, but about understanding the timeless wisdom woven into the fabric of our lives. May your path be blessed with mercy, your home filled with abundance, and your spirit guided by the whispers of ancient truths. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the magic alive.